Hey peeps, welcome back for week 13 of the TPL. And I'm Ace Trainer Ryan, your coach for the Augusta Aggrons. Yeah, that's right. The rebrand finally came through, and I'm super hyped. I know everybody's probably already seen the fan art, the logo. So super excited about that. That I actually have a real name. I never really felt super at home with the Columbia Combustions. It was just a nice little team name I came up kind of on the spot. But with me being able to put more thought into my team name, it was just all around. The rebrand was due. But you guys aren't here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Week 13 in the TPL, and it is our rematch against Redapod and the Hudson Hydreigons. And we're looking. I'm really nervous this week. Not as nervous as Redapod. Definitely, if you haven't congratulated him about his proposal, definitely do that, you guys. I've been married for almost 6 years of my life now, and marriage is an awesome thing, and it's really a door into new things. So definitely congratulate this man. But this week we're trying to get another win on him. We did manage to clutch the W last time against him, so we're taking some keynotes from that game and building upon them slightly. Our team has changed a little bit from week 7, I believe, when we battled him last time. But we're just going to be going over that again. And, of course, I will have his team somewhere on the screen. I'll figure that out in post. But the sets we're running this week, obviously we have the Choice Banded sock here. I didn't really see a reason to change this set up much. I think the main changes we did make from week 7 is we're running Ice Punch now instead of Poison Jab. Ice Punch just hits things a little bit differently on his team. Obviously we're still hitting the Eldegoss and the Togekiss. But I just like it a little bit better. We might get a freeze chance, by some miracle. But I think that's the only major change that I made with this. Choice Banded Sock really stacks up well against his team, especially with that sturdy ability, being able to hit very hard. It automatically counters things like Snorlax and Cloyster. Obviously, we've seen with Choice Band, close combat is killing Cloyster and Snorlax 100% of the time out of Dynamax. I actually, because of my team and with the way I have my matchup this week, I am actually predicting him to lead the Snorlax. I don't think it works well against our team. Changes that we've made is we now, from week 7, we had no ghost types. This week we have 2 ghost types. And they don't really care about Snorlax, either of them. As well as our addition of a second fighting type that we decided to keep around. So, Snorlax just not going to have much to do against our team, really. It's not really going to have a good matchup. We stop it quite a few different ways. So, I definitely see him bringing back his Togekiss, which he left out in week 7. Probably mainly because of this monster right here. He really didn't have a lot of answers and ways to stop it. So, I definitely predict the Togekiss to come this week. Next up, we have Heisenberg, our Gigalith, coming back, the Assault Vest set. I really love this set. With the Sandstream, we just turn into a specially defensive monster. We eat up hits from Togekiss. I have to prepare for that thing with crazy sets it can run, like Nasty Plot. Obviously, the Dynamax with Airstream, he can start boosting up his speed. Very scary there. But with Superpower, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Explosion, just for a little tech, I definitely see us doing a lot of I definitely see Heisenberg being more of that defensive backbone this week, you know, like we need. And I really like this role for Gigalith, even though we can't really benefit from the sand. It doesn't hurt us too much. Our team isn't too weak to sand. Pretty much the only member of our team that would suffer in sand is Sock, and that's only because of its sturdy ability. But yeah, Heisenberg looking like that specially defensive wall this week. Not 100% worried about certain things on his team like the Eldegoss. In practice, Explosion was really our best move against that thing, just to do big damage. I think we do about somewhere between the realm of 60 to 70%, obviously, depending on his EVs and stuff like that. And it gets Gigalith out of the battle, and we're able to get something safely in, which I think against Eldegoss will really give us some momentum going forward, because obviously with Eldegoss's very limited move pool, there's not a lot of things it can do against some of the other members on our team, like our Delmise. Really good Pokemon here. This week we're running Rapid Spin. Obviously, since we're keeping our Skuntank at home, we do not have access to Defog or just the grounded poison type to clear toxic spikes. So am running Rapid Spin for the first time this week. We have Yachi Berry because if he tries to use Cloyster against this Delmise, Yachi Berry will 100% let me live the ice move that I'm predicting the Cloyster to have. And with our mixed move set of Energy Ball will actually kill Cloyster, as long as it's not Dynamax, of course. 100% kills Cloyster, even coming off of an 86 special attack stat, no investments to be seen. It still kills Cloyster because of its absolutely horrid special defense stat. And then we're just running simple coverage moves like Anchor Shot and Poltergeist, in hopes that we can just chip away at things, really. But this Pokemon is really here as a certain stop to Cloyster and to clear hazards. Next up, we have our Throw. I really love Throw in this matchup. At first glance, it doesn't look like it has the best time against things like Gallade, things like Cloyster, things like Togekiss. However, with this specific set right here, the Bulk Up Weakness Policy Guts, it actually, Throw actually, in testing in the calcs that I ran, Throw actually 1v1s 5 out of the 7 members of his team, and other ones can only stop it with specific sets. With the Weakness Policy and Throw being slow, we have the advantage of taking a super effective hit, like a Zen Headbutt from Gallade, an Air Slash or a Dazzling Gleam from Togekiss, and being able to go to +2 and hit back with super effective Stone Edge, Ice Punch. Definitely looking at this Pokemon as our Dynamax this week. I doubt that we will be Dynamaxing anything different on our team. Bulk Up will be really handy against the Scolipede. I learned from week 7 that I let that thing set up on me and Baton Pass, and that was definitely something that I should not have done. And Throw, with Circle Throw, in the Scolipede, he goes for Swords Dance, and I can Circle Throw, either switching out the Scolipede or switching out whatever he decides to Baton Pass into instantly. So that will be great for us, because at the end of that exchange, we'll have a +1 Throw and be ready to either keep setting up depending on what comes in, or possibly go for our Dynamax and start wrecking his team, hopefully. Definitely looking at Throw for our lead this week. Like I said, it has a really good matchup, a good predicted matchup. I could be wrong. However, I see Norris, our Throw, doing very well as a lead this week. Next up, we have our Choice Scarf Intellion. Running Choice Scarf again this week. I just really love the speed tier that this thing hits. Obviously, 120 base speed is the fastest thing between either of our teams. Things that 188 base speed Modest do is, one, I can outspeed the Cloister if it's already got a Shell Smash up. That's very integral. Ice Shard will not kill us, obviously. We resist that, and we can hit back with Shadow Ball or Air Slash, and against Cloister's horrible special defense, we do quite a good chunk of that. So Intellion will be a good way for us to clear the Cloister off. Cloister is a very threatening member of his team, obviously, because it sets up. However, I think we do have enough answers to that, including this, that will be looking good. This also lets us outspeed +1 Togekiss if it Dynamaxes and starts setting up speed with Airstreams. This is an option for that. We do outspeed. Obviously, we have the Ice Beam, so we can weaken that thing out. If we come in on a weakened Togekiss, we could probably pick up the KO with a Ice Beam, even with it being Dynamaxed. I expect we probably do somewhere in the ballpark range of 40% to an offensive Togekiss. So we'll see how that shakes out. But Intellion is definitely going to play the role of Sock, more being a revenge killer. I'm not going to be so aggressive with Sock like I have been in the last couple weeks, because I know he's prepared for it. You don't have a Pokemon kill all 6 Pokemon on your team and you not prepare for it in the rematch. It just doesn't happen. I don't see Sock being an all-star like it was in Week 7. I know Redipod is going to adapt for that. And now our last member that we'll be running here is our newest member, Doublade. Really excited about this Pokemon. It is a straight upgrade to our Week 7 defensive wall of Piloswine. This thing does not care about Cloister in the slightest. Rock Blast, Icicle Spear, we don't care about that thing. I can set up Swords Dance in front of Cloister's face, and then obviously we are throwing out hard hits like the Iron Head, the Sacred Sword, and the Shadow Sneak. Priority, this Mon is going to be tough for his team. I don't see any way on his with the Eviolite. There's no way that he's taking this thing down in one hit. So Doublade is definitely going to be a problem for his team. We can break through and set up on things like Scolipede. We can break through and set up things like Snorlax. Definitely a good member for the team.